Ever feel like your eyes are just done after a long day of scrolling, working, and streaming? You're not just tired. It's a sign that our eyes are struggling to keep up with the demands of modern technology. We've all heard the advice: follow the 20-20-20 rule. Every 20 minutes, look at something 20 feet away for 20 seconds. Simple, right? But what if I told you that this well-known rule is becoming hopelessly outdated and might not be enough to protect you from the hidden dangers of our ultra-high-definition world? Today, we're diving deep into the science of digital eye strain, exploring why our shiny new gadgets are creating new problems for our vision, and uncovering what we can actually do about it. This isn't just about feeling less tired, it's about preserving your eyesight for the long run. So, what's really changed? It's not just about spending more time on screens. The very nature of the screens themselves has evolved dramatically. Let's talk about pixel density. Your new smartphone, your 4K monitor, your fancy VR headset, they all pack an incredible number of pixels into a tiny space. This gives us those stunningly sharp images we love, but there's a hidden cost. To create these crisp images, modern displays, especially those projected for 2026 and beyond, use something called subpixel rendering. This technique plays a clever trick on our eyes, arranging red, green, and blue subpixels in a way that our brain perceives as a single, sharp point of color. The problem is, our eyes aren't fooled, so to process this complex light pattern, our eyes are forced into making constant, tiny the ciliary muscles, which control the shape of our lens to focus, have to work overtime, adjusting non-stop to make sense of the image. This isn't the same kind of work they do when reading a book. It's a high-frequency, intense workout that leads to a much faster rate of fatigue than we ever experienced with older, lower-resolution screens. It's like going from a leisurely walk to a non-stop sprint without realizing it. This intense muscle workout is just one part of the story. The other, more concerning part, is the light itself. Modern screens, especially those with old and advanced LED technologies, are incredibly bright and capable of producing very vivid colors. To do this, they emit a significant amount of high-energy visible light, or HEV light, often referred to as blue light. Now, blue light isn't inherently evil. The sun is our biggest source of it, and it helps regulate our sleep-wake cycle. But the prolonged close-range exposure from our devices is a whole different ballgame. Researchers are now seeing a disturbing trend. This constant saturation of HEV light is being linked to accelerated macular thinning, even in people in their 20s and 30s. The macula is the part of your retina responsible for sharp, detailed central vision, what you use for reading, driving, and recognizing faces. Thinning of the macula is a key factor in age-related macular degeneration, a leading cause of blindness in older adults. The fact that we're seeing these changes in younger demographics is a massive red flag. Our eyes are not just getting tired, they're potentially suffering from long-term, cumulative damage at a cellular level, a process called oxidative stress, which is essentially the premature aging of your retina. This brings us back to the 20-20-20 rule. It was a great starting point, conceived in an era of bulky CRT monitors and pixelated screens. The idea was to give your ciliary muscles a break from focusing up close, and for that purpose, it still has some merit. But it was designed for a different problem. It was designed to combat simple muscle fatigue. It does nothing to address the intensity of the light hitting your retina. Think about it, staring at an 8,000 mobile screen held inches from your face, or strapping on a spatial computing headset that envelops your entire field of view bombards your eyes with a level of light intensity and pixel density that was unimaginable when the 20-20-20 rule was created. Taking a 20-second break to look at a distant object doesn't undo the cellular stress caused by an hour of high-energy light exposure. It's like telling someone who just ran a marathon to feel refreshed by taking 20 deep breaths. It's better than nothing, but it fundamentally misunderstands the scale of the physiological challenge. So, if the old rules are broken, what are the new ones? We need to shift our focus from just giving our muscles a break to actively protecting our eyes from this new kind of stress. This means a more comprehensive approach. The first evidence-based intervention is managing the light itself. This goes beyond the simple night mode on your phone. We need to be more deliberate. Start by manually lowering the brightness of your screens to match the ambient light in your room. A screen should never be a light source in a dark room. It should be at a comfortable level, like a printed page. Consider investing in high-quality blue light filtering glasses, but be discerning. Look for lenses that specifically filter a significant percentage of the HEV spectrum, typically between 400 and 450 nanometers, without distorting color too much. Many cheap filters just add a yellow tint without offering real protection. Another crucial step is to embrace dark mode whenever possible. It's not just a style choice. A dark background with light text significantly reduces the total amount of light blasting into your eyes, giving your photoreceptor cells a much-needed rest. Next, let's upgrade the 20-20-20 rule. Instead of just looking away, let's call this the dynamic vision break. During your break, don't just stare blankly into the distance. Actively refocus your eyes on objects at different distances. Look far away for 10 seconds, then at a mid-range object for 10 seconds, and then something close for 10 seconds, but not your screen. This exercises the full range of motion of your ciliary muscles, helping to prevent them from getting stuck in a state of close focus. But the most important part of this new rule is what you do for your tear film. Staring at a screen causes our blink rate to drop by up to 60%. This is a huge problem because blinking is what spreads a fresh layer of tears over your cornea, keeping it moist and clear. Without it, your tear film can become unstable, leading to dry, gritty, and blurry vision. So, during your break, make a conscious effort to blink fully and slowly, 5 to 10 times. Feel your upper lid make contact with your lower lid. This simple action can be revolutionary for preventing the chronic dry eye that plagues so many of us. Beyond these immediate actions, we need to think about long-term nutritional support for our eyes. Just like you eat protein to build muscle, you can eat specific nutrients to protect your retina. We're talking about carotenoids, specifically lutein and zeaxanthin. These are powerful antioxidants that naturally accumulate in the macula. They act like internal sunglasses, filtering out harmful blue light before it can reach the sensitive photoreceptor cells and neutralizing the oxidative stress we talked about earlier. Where do you find them? Think vibrant colors. Leafy green vegetables like spinach and kale are packed with them. Egg yolks are another fantastic source, as are yellow and orange fruits and vegetables like corn, bell peppers, and squash. While supplements are available, getting these nutrients from whole foods is always the best approach, as they come packaged with other beneficial vitamins and minerals. Making these foods a regular part of your diet is one of the most powerful, proactive steps you can take to build up your eye's natural defenses against the modern world. It's about fortifying your vision from the inside out. Finally, let's talk about ergonomics and environment. The way you set up your workspace can make a massive difference. Position your monitor so the top of the screen is at or slightly below eye level. This allows you to maintain a natural posture and encourages a slight downward gaze, which is less straining on the eyes. Make sure the screen is about an arm's length away. If you have to lean in to read, you need to increase the font size, not move closer. Also, pay attention to glare. Position your screen to avoid reflections from windows or overhead lights. If you can't, consider an anti-glare screen filter. These small adjustments reduce the overall workload on your visual system, allowing you to work or play for longer without accumulating as much strain. Combining this with a conscious effort to take regular, longer breaks away from all screens, go for a walk outside, talk to someone face-to-face is essential for allowing your entire visual system, from the muscles to the retina, to truly recover. So, let's recap. Our relationship with screens has changed, and so must our approach to eye care. The old 20-20-20 rule is a starting point, but it's no longer enough. We need to actively manage light intensity by reducing brightness and using quality filters. We need to upgrade our breaks to include dynamic focusing and conscious blinking to restore our tear film. We need to fortify our eyes from within by eating a diet rich in lutein and zeaxanthin, and we need to optimize our physical environment to reduce glare and ergonomic strain. It sounds like a lot, but these are small, manageable habits that compound over time to protect your most precious sense. The technology isn't going away, and it's only going to get more immersive. The responsibility is on us to adapt and protect our vision, not just for today, but for a lifetime of clear sight. Thanks for watching. If you found this information helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content on how to live well in our digital age. And share this with someone you know who spends a little too much time staring at a screen. Stay safe and take care of your eyes.